Hey everybody. I wanted to make a quick video to go over the midterm reflection letter assignment that is due next week. There are a couple of purposes here. First of all, this is going to help you with your ability to act upon constructive feedback. So if you remember the syllabus on page 2, there's this list of course objectives. They're all here. These are things we've been working on. And the last one is something we'll be spending a little more time on in the second half of the semester. You'll be giving feedback in peer review and so on. But also I want to see your ability to act on constructive feedback. And this will show in your formal writing, but also in this letter that you're going to be writing, okay? It's also going to ask you to do some of the metacognitive work that you've been doing all semester long. You're used to this by now with your email check-ins and your self-appraisals, talking about what's been going well and what hasn't. The difference here is that you're writing a slightly longer letter to me and to Bill, and you're going to show that you have been reading feedback and processing the kind of feedback that you've been getting from us, particularly from me on the formal writing. Okay, so to prepare for this letter, you will need to go read the feedback on your exploratory essays. What I would do if I were you is just take a piece of paper, make a column of strengths that I have commented on, make a comment of things that I have suggested that you work on improving, and that could be some good preparation. If you don't necessarily agree with the feedback that you're getting, that would be an interesting thing that you could talk about as well or ask me about, okay? In your letter, then you need to cover two things: your strengths so far this semester in your writing and research, and your struggles, the things that have challenged you this semester, and perhaps also what you want to work on in the second half. That's what's required. If you want to, you can cover any of these other little things here that I have mentioned, including anything else you want us to know about what's going on this semester, anything you might want help with, any questions that you have, that kind of stuff. Okay, this is just 200 words to 500 words. To give you some perspective, the first letter that you wrote this semester was 600 words minimum. So 200 words is about a half a page, single spaced. If you double space it a little more, so this is fine. 200 words you can do. Try to keep it to 500 words if you can. Write a letter. Just some sort of greeting at the top, like "Dear Professors," and then a closing at the end. You can have an informal style if you want, as long as I can understand you, as long as Bill can understand you. Try to make your sentences clear, but you can be conversational and talk directly to us. Okay, this is 25 points toward your formal writing grade. Here's what I'll look for when I grade: your strengths and your struggles, evidence that you've considered reader feedback on your essays, organization into multiple focused paragraphs, and enough development that you've written at least 200 words. The deadline is Tuesday night. I can be flexible about that. All I ask is that if you need an extra day, that you ask me, that in advance you ask for an extension. And that's true for everything all semester long. This formal assignment, I want to note, wasn't originally in the syllabus, and because I'm adding it, I took something else off. I took off a works cited assignment that was coming up at the end of this month. I think this assignment is much easier, but more importantly, I think that this assignment will be more useful to you at this point. It'll be good preparation for the final reflection letter at the end of the semester as well. I think that's all. If you have any questions at all, just ask, shoot me an email, set up an appointment. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm looking forward to reading these letters.